Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
It's time for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Show Me Sports Network. This is the Jefferson City Renegades pregame show on the exclusive home for Renegades Baseball, the Show Me Sports Network. We'll recap last game's highlights, set the stage for first pitch, and even get the thoughts of the head coach during the pregame show. All while we get set to bring you the exciting play-by-play action of your Jefferson City Renegades. The best pregame coverage in the Mink League is on the air as Blake Gazaway and Grayson Smith are ready in the broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball is brought to you by Centurion Cares, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mockins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cars, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, Hitachi ABB Power Grid, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Renegades Radio Network. Now, here's the voice of the Show Me Sports Network and the Jefferson City Renegades Radio Network, Blake Gazaway.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Blake Gazaway here with you as we are just a few minutes away from getting our ball game underway here as the Jefferson City Renegades travel back up the road to Joplin, Missouri to take on the Outlaws, and a team that we've been here at least the last several weeks quite a few times, and we will be here in a couple of nights from now as well, as that's just how the schedule plays out, but looks like both teams are ready for baseball. Taking a look at the starting lineups for the Jefferson City Renegades, who sit at 12-14. We were on the road last night at Chillicothe. They lost that game. That was a suspended game from Friday night. Finished it last night. It went by a final of 10-7 in favor of the Mudcats. And then we got half an inning, played the top of the first inning, and then we got rained out. So that was how last night went. But for the Renegades, sit at 12-14 on the season. They'll start a designated hitter. Batting first will be Caden Deal. In center field, batting second will be Tommy Reether. Batting third, playing left field will be David Dell. Batting fourth and on first base will be Carter Mize. Catching tonight's ball game, batting fifth will be Hamilton Anderson. Batting sixth, playing right field, Andrew Patton. Batting seventh, playing third base, Joseph Keelholz. Batting eighth, shortstop will be Drew Mize. And playing second base, batting ninth will be Ben Burton. And on the mound for the Renegades will be Ethan Osborne. So he is bringing his strikes tonight. As taking a look at the starting lineups for the Joplin Outlaws, they sit at 11-13 on the season. Again, both these teams tied a half game back in the South Division. So winner could move ahead the Bombers, who sit atop the division. Nevada just a full game back. So tight race in the South Division. Playing right field, batting first will be Caleb Fearstake. Playing shortstop, batting second will be Logan Klein. Designated hitter, batting third, Ethan Ellis. Catching tonight, batting fourth will be Dawson Walters. Batting fifth, playing first base, Jared Toller. Batting sixth, playing third base, Cade Lott. Batting seventh, left fielder, Drake Ingeron. Batting eighth, playing second base, Jeb Jenkins. And center field, batting ninth, will be Ethan Lopez. And on the mound will be Cale McAllister to round out the Outlaws lineup for this evening. As we said, taking a look at the South Division, 13-14 record for the Sedalia Bombers. They were at top spot in the South Division. Renegades and Outlaws tied at a half game back. 12-14 record for your Renegades, 11-13 for the Outlaws. They're both, the Renegades riding a 2-game losing streak, 3-game losing streak for the Outlaws right now. And for the Griffins, they sit at 12-15. They're a full game back. They're riding a 2-game win streak. North Division, well, it's not much of a race. Clarinda A's again out front with a record of 20-3. 8 games back are the St. Joe Mustangs at 12-11. Mudcats are 10-11, 9 full games back. Des Moines Peak Prospects, they're 7-16, 13 full games back. We're going to have the national anthem, so we'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swanigan and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
National anthem just finished being performed here at Joe Becker Stadium. As we said, this game has big implications for the South Division as it is a tight race. North Division, to be honest, it really hasn't been much of a race since day one. Has that pretty much been controlled from day one by the Clarinda A's. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway here with you as the official play-by-play voice of your Jefferson City Renegades as we carry broadcast coverage here on the Show Me Sports Network as well as the Renegades Radio Network. Be sure if you haven't done so, like our Facebook page. Just search Show Me Sports Network. You'll find us on there. Like our page. It has all of our information. We post various things. Plus, it's a good way. Last night is a great example of why you should like our page because originally the game was postponed due to lightning. That quickly turned into canceled because of rain. And that took about 15, 20 seconds after it was postponed due to the lightning. It was postponed and canceled due to the rain. So that's the only way is I literally just unplugged my table, had some help carrying it into the dugout and broke things down instead of standing in the pouring rain. On the mound for the Outlaws will be Cale McAllister. He's from Webb City. He's a left-handed thrower, sophomore at Missouri Southern State University, 1-0. He's pitched in 4 games, has 3 starts. As Caden Deal will lead off for the Outlaws, as the Outlaws are in the field, and that'll be Deal at bat. First pitch to him, calling ball 1. Deal hitting in the DH position. He's from O'Fallon, Missouri. He's going to slice that foul, so that'll take it 1 ball and 1 strike. Deal 5'10", 170-pounder, left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman at Northwest Missouri State. He caught Friday night's game and caught the remainder of the game after it was suspended. So he gets the night-to-night off of sorts as he'll have the DH role. And that one misses, ball 2. As I said, on the mound, McAllister, he's pitched 13 2/3 innings, has a 5.26 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 7 walks, as well as giving up 16 hits. That one misses. That's ball 3. As we play here in the top of the first inning. So next pitch to Deal will be on its way. That one misses. Walked him, so leadoff walk. That's exactly what the Renegades need, is to get some runners on the base path. They have to be aggressive, as the Outlaws will be aggressive. Deal came in hitting a .281 this season. Now stepping in center fielder Tommy Reether. As Reether from Washington, Missouri, 5'10", 190-pounder left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, sophomore at Missouri S&T. So Reether has 1 on, nobody out here as we play top of the first. He'll show bunt, pull it back. His pitch was way outside. Reether hitting a .247 entering today's ballgame, has 18 hits and 73 plate appearances. So 1 ball, no strike count. McAllister will look in, check the runner. Now there's the pitch, that one outside in the dirt. That takes us 2 balls, no strikes. And on the mound for the Renegades, when they come to the mound, it'll be Ethan Osborne. So the ace, one of the aces for the Renegades, will get the start tonight. 2 balls, no strike count. Next offering, that one misses, so Reether will be heading the count 3 balls, no strikes. Runner on first base already with a walk. That's Deal. In the on-deck circle will be David Dell. Checks the runner on first base. Throw over to first. Back safely is Deal. The Renegades, again, as I said, they got to be aggressive tonight on the base path, because that is what helps out the Outlaws and why they have the record they do. 3-0 pitch on its way. That one called strike 1. That one straight down central. So Reether will have a 3 ball, 1 strike count. 3-0, you pretty much expect them to take it. Reether having 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 home run. That triple came last night. And he's going to hit a bouncing ball to left field. It's going to get through, and they're going to put the brakes up, and it'll be runners on first and second as Reether gets his first hit of the night as he sends it into left field. So runners first and second, David Dell will step in as Dell from Jefferson City, 6 foot, 170-pounder right hand across the board as he's a freshman at Columbia College. So he will dig in. Dell hitting a .323. He's second on the team right now. Hamilton Anderson leading the team with a .330, so .007 separate first and second on the team in their average. So he's going to foul that one off. So he'll be down to the count. No balls, 1 strike as Dell playing in left field this evening here as we play at Joe Becker Stadium here in Joplin, Missouri. In the on-deck circle will be first baseman Carter Mize. So no balls, 1 strike. Next pitch on the way. That one fouled into the Outlaws dugout, so Dell will be down in the count at no balls and 2 strikes. So it will be no balls, 2 strikes. McAllister looks and gets the sign. 2 on. Nobody out here as we play in the top of the first inning. That pitch way outside. So I'll take it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Reether standing on first base after he got a single. Deal standing on second base. He took a walk. And then he moved over to second on the single by Reether. So McAllister will check the runner twice at second. There's the pitch, swing and a miss. And that is out number one as Dell is retired for the first strikeout and the first out of the inning. Now stepping in, it'll be first baseman in Carter Mize. Mize from St. Louis, Missouri, 6'2", 200-pounder, a left-hander across the board. He's a junior at Missouri Baptist. He's hitting a .299, has 29 hits. That's second on the team. Has 6 doubles, including 4 home runs. That is tied for the team lead. And 15 RBIs. He's taken 15 walks and 1 hit by pitch. So he will dig in on the left-hand side of the plate. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. So Mize batting here with 2 on and 1 out. Neither team has scored yet as we play in the top of the first inning. Hamilton Anderson is catching tonight's game. He is in the on-deck circle. So Mize will dig back in, 2 on. Nobody out. McAllister pitches and pitch upstairs and a double steal. Just exactly what I was talking about is the Renegades have to be aggressive on the base pass. So now instead of being on first and second, they're on second and third with 1 out. Mize heading the count. 2 balls and no strikes. So Mize will dig back in. He has homered both games we played here. That one swung on and missed. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here at the top of the first inning. As we said, Mize has had 2 homers, both over the right field fence. 1 in each game that we played here at Joe Becker Stadium. 2-1 offering. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. Mize couldn't get caught up to that pitch. So leaving the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the on-deck circle, catcher Hamilton Anderson. Due up then, after Anderson, would be Andrew Patton. So again, look in by McAllister. He'll get the sign. His next offering, 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. And back-to-back strikeouts. So Mize will be retired for the second out here in the top of the first. Hamilton Anderson, the catcher, steps in now. As Anderson from Columbia, Illinois, 6'3", 200-pounder, left-hand batter, right-hander thrower, freshman at State Fair Community College. He's leading the team right now, hitting a .330 clip, has 30 hits and 91 plate appearances. He's had 5 doubles, 4 home runs. That's tied for a team lead. 20 RBIs. That's leading the team. 13 walks. So he's going to slice that one foul down the third base line. So he'll be down in the count and no balls and 1 strike. Hamilton Anderson. You don't know him. I like to call him the professors. He is super smart and super knowledgeable about the most random things that you would want to know about. No balls, 1 strike count. He's going to hit a hard hit ball. Right fielder going back on it. And he'll make the track right in front, make the catch rather, right in front of the warning track. And that will be out number 3. So they were 2 stranded in scoring position. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning as we're scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
As on the mound for the Renegades, that'll be Ethan Osborne. He is from Ashland, Missouri, left-handed pitcher, 6 foot, 175-pounder. He's a freshman at Southeast Missouri State. He's started 4 games, pitched in 4 games, has a record of 3-0. His ERA is 0.64. He's worked 28 innings, 31 strikeouts, 8 walks, and only given up 13 hits. 3 of his 4 games have been against the Griffins. All 3 have been in the win column. So he is coming up looking to get a great outing here against the Outlaws as he's faced the Griffins 3 out of 4 games he's pitched. Leading off will be right fielder Caleb Fearstake. As Fearstake hitting just over 300 at a 303 clip. He's had 10 hits, just played in 9 games, 33 at-bats. So first pitch, that one outside, ball 1. In the on-deck circle will be shortstop Logan Klein. And designated hitter will be due up next in the 3-hole. That'll be Ethan Ellis. That one is going to be chopped foul towards first base, so that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Osborne looking in. Southpaw will get the sign. That one called strike 2. Keelholz standing about even with the bag. Backs up a couple steps. Mize standing about 3/4 of the way towards the outfield. And Burton and Drew Mize both on the outside part of the grass. That one called strike 3. And Fearstake is retired looking. So that'll be the first out of the inning. Only 26 more needed. Osborne will rub the baseball as he'll face his second batter. This is shortstop Logan Klein. Klein hitting a .338. He is 3rd on the team. He's listed 4th on the team, though. They do have a pitcher who has 1 hit and 1 at bat. Might have been an error, though. So I'm going to say he's hitting 3rd with a .338 clip. First pitch to him. He slices that foul over the first base dugout. He'll be down in the count. No balls, 1 strike. So Klein will be down at 0-1. As Osborne will look back in, his next offering on the way. That one straight down central, froze Klein at the plate, called strike 2. So that'll be no balls, 2 strikes the count. As his next pitch, that one misses just a little bit low. Evens the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Other action tonight for the Mink League. Sedalia Bombers, they're hosting the Des Moines Peak Prospects. They're getting ready for game. Ooh, that one misses. Well, I say that, but now that I check the schedule, it looks like they're only playing 1. As the Bombers, 10-run ruled them. That pitch misses. So now we're full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sedalia Bombers beat Des Moines 10-0. That was in 6 innings. Beta Griffins were supposed to host the St. Joseph Mustangs at Lions Stadium, but the rain got that game. That's going to be a little nubber off the bat, going into right field and going over as Patton. He will make out number 2. As he only goes back 3 or 4 steps. Now stepping in, designated hitter Ethan Ellis. Ellis hitting a .271. He's got 16 hits in 17 games played. That's 59 at-bats. Has 11 ribbies, including 11 walks. Been hit by pitch 6 times. He does have 20 strikeouts on the season. That one foul tipped and back. So he'll be down to the count of no balls and 1 strike. And the Clarinda A's, they're hosting the Chillicothe Mudcats. That still scoreless, so only 2 games in motion tonight. That one called strike 2. So Ellis will be down to the count of no balls and 2 strikes. Osborne trying to face the minimum and sit the first 3 down in order. 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside, ball 1. So that'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Ellis will dig back in as we play here in the bottom of the first inning. That one's going to be a hard hit ball. Mize will glove it at shortstop, throw over to the other Mize, and that'll be out as Carter dug it out, but it gets out number 3. That'll go down as a 6-3 put out. So in the inning, there were no runs, no hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the second inning. We're still scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swinigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
I'll be led off by right fielder Andrew Patton. As Patton from Columbia, 6'2", 200-pounder. He's a right-hander across the board, a junior at Newman. As he will lead off the inning. Patton hitting a .286 this season. He has 2 home runs. That's 2 doubles and 9 RBIs. First pitch, he's going to sky it a mile high in the air. Third baseman's going to come up. He's going to track it down, and Lott will make the grab for out number 1. So Joseph Keelholz will step in. Keelholz from Bonnets Mills, Missouri, 5'11", 195-pounder left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman at Northwest Missouri State. Keelholz hitting a .281 this season. So first offering to Keelholz. He's going to hit a bouncing ball to Lott at third base. He'll glove. Double clutch throw to first base in time to get out number 2 as that goes as a 5-3 put out. Now stepping in will be Drew Mize. He is playing shortstop. He's from O'Fallon, Missouri, 6 foot, 185-pounder, right-hander. Across the board, a sophomore at SIU Edwardsville. He's the younger brother of Carter Mize. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Mize hitting a .250. He's only played, this will be his 3rd game, but he's had 2 hits, including a double. That one misses, ball 2. He was a late addition to the squad here for the Renegades. He also has some speed on the base path as well. That pitch misses, so he'll be heading the count at 3 balls and no strikes. A little bit of a breeze starts to come through. There is quite a bit of blue sky, but there are also quite a few big, fluffy white clouds, some a little darker than the next. That one hits the outside part of the strike zone for a called strike 1. Ben Burton, second baseman, he'll be in the on-deck circle. Have a water bottle come flying in here. That one fouled out of play. So that makes it a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here. So payoff pitch on its way. That'll be a chopper, go to the shortstop. He'll glove, but he dropped it, and Mize is going to leg it out. Klein had it hit the webbing of his glove and pop out, and Mize will be standing on first base. That'd have been a tough play anyway, so I'm going to give him a hit. Now stepping in will be Ben Burton. As Burton from Wellsville, Missouri, 5'10", 175-pounder, right-hander across the board, freshman at Lindenwood. Burton hitting a .222. He's going to single it into center field, but the ball will be dropped and it'll be a fair ball, and Mize is going to slide into third base as Lopez almost robbed Burton with a Gold Star play as Lopez came diving in and made the grab, but popped out of his glove, and Burton will be on first base, and Drew Mize in scoring position now over at third base. So 2 outs, runners on the corners. Now back to the top of the lineup in Caden Deal. He's a designated hitter tonight. He took a walk his first at bat. A good time for him to get on the hit parade and give the Outlaws, the Renegades rather, the 1-0 lead. Outlaws concerned with Burton on first base. Trying to say one thing and think another there. Got my wires crossed, but Burton will be on first base. 2 outs here. First offering, that one's going to be fouled straight back. That'll put Deal down in the count of no balls and 1 strike. So Burton will be on first base. Mize, that's Drew Mize on third base. Deal at bat. He's down to the count, no balls, 1 strike. We're still scoreless as we play in the top of the second. That pitch called strike 2. So that'll make a no ball and 2 strike count now with 2 outs and 2 on. Deal again, left-handed batter. He'll dig back in. McAllister's next offering, and that one's going to be hit on the button and caught by Klein as he dives to his left. He makes that catch for out number 3. So there were no runs scored in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Walters only played in 1 game so far and has an 0-for-4 season, so he's going to dig in. Give him just a little second to get set as he had to shed the catcher's gear and get into the batter's box. So Walters will be about here. He'll lead off the inning. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. In the on-deck circle will be first baseman Jared Toller, and then due up next, third baseman Cade Lott. That one swung on and missed. That takes us to 1 ball and 1 strike as we're nearing 7:30 here from Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. 1-1 offering on the way. That one swung on. Might have foul tipped it, but ends up in the glove of Anderson, so that'll be strike number 2. 2 hits, no runs, no errors for the Renegades. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. 1-2 offering. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. And Osborne has 2 strikeouts in the game so far. Stepping in now will be first baseman Jared Toller. Toller hitting a .221 this season, has 15 hits in 68 appearances. 10 walks, 15 strikeouts. A left-handed batter for Toller. First pitch to him upstairs. Makes that ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Osborne will look in, get the sign. Next pitch, that one swung on and missed, blew it by him. So that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. As we play here in the bottom of the second inning, still scoreless. A 1-1 offering from Osborne on the way. That one misses just outside. Takes it to 2 balls and 1 strike. We have 1 out here. Again, Burton and Drew Mize at second base and shortstop, both playing out on the edge of the outfield grass. That one's going to be a bouncing ball hit to Burton at second, and it's going to bounce off his glove. And that'll put Toller on first base with an E4. So that'll be an E4, so the first error issued to the Renegades as Toller will be on first base. Now stepping in, third baseman Cade Lott. As Lott steps in, hitting a .254 this season. So he has 1 on, 1 out. Be a good time for double play. That one called strike 1. So it'll be no balls, 1 strike to count. That ball just got into the hands of Burton. He couldn't get the glove wrapped around it. That one's going to be fouled back, so Lott will be down in the count. At no balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first base, that's Toller. 1 out. Here as we play in the bottom of the second inning. Osborne will look in. He'll check the runner at first. Next pitch on the way. That one misses somehow. Thought that was straight down central, but must have just been a hair high. So it makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That one looked like a beauty from here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, 1 out. 1 on. Bouncing ball is going to get through to left field. And it'll be a base hit for Lott. So he will single it into left field, and now they have runners on first and second. Left fielder Drake Angeron will step in. He's hitting a .255 this season, has 14 hits. He's only played in 15 games. So he will step in, be a left-handed batter. They'll roll through the signs. So Toller on second base after he reached on the E4 and then advanced on the single by Lott. So first and second with Angeron to bat with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. He'll show bunt, take it back, take strike 1. Just going to notice it said rain alert should rain at 7:49. So 17 minutes from now, could be expecting some rain. Sun has gone behind the clouds here. 0-1 pitch, a bouncing ball. That's going to be to Mize. He'll flip over to second for the out there. That'll go for out number 2 as it'll be a fielder's choice. That goes as a 6-4. So Lott will be out on the fielder's choice, 6-4. Toller will be on third base. So now it'll be Jeb Jenkins, the second baseman. Jenkins hitting an even .250. Let's have 3 doubles. 14 strikeouts. So 2 outs here, runners on the corners. First pitch from Osborne inside, ball 1. So that'll make it 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Again, runners on the corners, but 2 outs here as we play in the bottom of the second. 1-0 offering from Osborne on the way. That one misses, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to count. Again, Toller standing at third base as he reached on an E4, then moved over to second on a single, moves over on the fielder's choice to third. Angeron standing on first base with that fielder's choice. That's going to be a hard hit ball. Coming in on it is the center fielder, and it's going to drop, and it'll score 1 run as there were 3 Renegades there and nobody could get it. And they're going to have a chance to get the out at second base, and they're going to say he is safe. So Jenkins is going to end up on second base. Just a little bloop single to center field as Reether, Patton, and Mize all converged on it, and it landed within the three of them, who were probably no more than 6 or 8 feet apart, in a triangle. So that gives the Outlaws a 1-0 lead. And now it'll be runners on second and third. So Lopez fouls off the first pitch he sees. So Toller scores. Lott was out. That's Ingeron on third base. Jenkins will be on second base. Ethan Lopez, center fielder. That one evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lopez hitting at .238 this season. The Outlaws lead early here, 1-0 as we play the bottom of the second. That is going to be hit on the button. Mize will catch it, running to his left, and that will be out number 3. However, the Outlaws were able to score 1 run, and they take the 1-0 lead. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
We'll go to the top of the 3rd inning as we will send hitters 2, 3, and 4 to the plate for the Renegades. That'll be center fielder Tommy Reether, left fielder David Dell, and first baseman Carter Mize. Will be the 3 that'll be coming to the plate as the Outlaws lead 1-0 here. They lead 1-0 as we get ready for the top of the 3rd inning. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. Exclusive home for Renegades Baseball and the Renegades Radio Network here on the Show Me Sports Network. Nevada was supposed to host St. Joe tonight at Lions Stadium in Nevada. That game got rained out. The Clarinda's hosting the Chillicothe Mudcats. That's still scoreless there. And Sedalia Bombers, they beat the Des Moines Peak Prospects in 6 innings, 10-0. That one run ruled at Sedalia at Liberty Park Stadium. So Reether will step in. He's got a 1-for-1 night. He shows bunt. Pull it back, take strike 1. Reether again entering with a 247. His clip went up a little bit with the 1-for-1 night so far. That one outside, down in the dirt. I'll leave it at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Renegades. That one, check swing. That'll be ball 2, so 2 balls and 1 strike. As Reether will step back in, left-handed batter, 2-1 offering. He's going to chop that one. That'll go down the first base line. So that'll make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one retrieved by head coach for the Renegades, Mike D'Amelia. He's in the first base box. So Reether has a even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's looking for hit number 2. That one bounces home. So that makes it full. At 3 balls and 2 strikes. So we're full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled back, so we'll do it again. So McAllister again will have a payoff pitch forthcoming, as this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. That one's fouled. Reether takes it off the shin. So he's going to get a chance to walk that around a little bit. He's going to try to shake that off as he caught most of that foul ball on the inside part of his leg. His right leg. I'll come down and have a conversation with him. So Reether trying to shake that off, and he says he's going to be fine. And Reether from Washington, Missouri, sophomore at Missouri S&T. So he's going to adjust the batting gloves, step back in, see if he chokes up a little bit on the bat, which is customary for what he does when he's got 2 outs. He'll open up his stance towards first base a little bit as well. Payoff pitch. That's going to be hit into center field. Diving grab by the second baseman. Throw over to first base and got him. I thought that was going to get through, but Jenkins does a nice job to field it. Throw over to first base for the first out. That goes as a 4-3 put out. Now stepping in will be David Dell. Dell struck out his last at bat. Then in the on-deck circle, first baseman Carter Mize. So Dell hitting a .323 clip. So he will dig in. First pitch from McAllister. That one on the outside part of the plate, called strike one. So Dell digs back in. We said still some bright blue skies in front of us, but clouds behind us. That one misses outside, evens the count of 1-1 That is exactly what the weather was in Chillicothe, as everything came in from behind home plate and worked its way to the outfield. That one's going to be a hard hit ball to left field. Left fielder coming in on it. He'll track it down. That's Angeron. And he will get out number 2. So first baseman Carter Mize will step in. He's 0 for 1, has a strikeout. He entered hitting a .299 with 29 hits. He's one behind Hamilton Anderson, who's in the on-deck circle, who leads the team, has 4 home runs. It's also tied with Anderson for the most home runs on the team. Mize has went yard twice the 2 times we played, 1 in each game. That one way outside, goes behind the catcher. So that makes it 1 ball, no strikes. Mize has got a favorite spot over there between the scoreboard and the light pole out in right field, as he's hit 2 home runs there, 1 in each game that we play here so far. So, we might as well make it a 3 for 3. That pitch outside and low, ball 2. Mize has 15 walks and 1 hit by pitch, including 15 RBIs. Entering tonight's contest, he's going to hit a hard hit ball to the first baseman. He'll glove it. He'll step on first base for 3 unassisted for out number 3. So still 1-0, the Outlaws leading. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
It doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you say it often. Praise your child at least 4 times for every time you correct them, and you'll be on your way to raising a confident, caring kid. 4-to-1 Praise is just one of the many parenting tools from the experts at Boys Town. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to keep it positive, and that helpful parenting advice is just a click away.
We will go to the bottom of the third inning. As the Outlaws lead 1-0. Outlaws will send top of the lineup to order. As hitters 1, 2, and 3, that'll be right fielder Caleb Fierstake, shortstop Logan Klein, designated hitter Ethan Ellis will come to bat. Fierstake struck out looking his first at bat. His team leads 1-0. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. So it'll be 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Osborne still on the mound, entering his third inning of work here. That one's going to be a hard hit ball. Mize will glove it. And he'll throw to Osborne, and not in time as Mize could not regain his feet, and that'll be an infield hit. So that'll put Fierstake on first base with the leadoff hit. Shortstop Logan Klein will come to bat now with 1 runner on. Nobody out. As first pitch in there, called strike 1. Klein flew out to right field in his first at bat. The Outlaws lead 1-0. Nobody out here. Bottom of the third inning. Fierstake on first base. Klein, right-handed batter at the plate. Throw over to first base. Back safely is Fierstake. Klein down the count. No balls, 1 strike. Klein will dig back in this infield all-turf here at Joe Becker Stadium. Outfield is grass. That pitch upstairs evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Hamilton Anderson, the catcher tonight, pops up, thinks about throwing to first base, but does not, as Mize will hold Fierstake on first base. Fierstake takes a lead over there. Osborne checks the runner, another throw over to first base. No tag applied. He's back safely. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Klein will dig back in. Osborne's next offering, that one fouled off as Fierstake was headed to second base trying to steal that. We saw them a few nights ago. They stole double-digit bases, set a franchise record. I can't remember offhand if it was 10 or 11, but it was double digits. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Klein. No outs with a runner on first base. Klein digs back in. That pitch in there for called strike 3. So that is out number 1. That is the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Osborne. Now designated hitter Ethan Ellis steps in as Ellis hitting a .271 entering today's game. He did hit into a 6-3 play to end the top of the first inning. And Osborne will check on the runner at first base. That's Fierstake. He'll throw over there, trying to keep Fierstake honest. So no tag applied. So Ellis will dig back in at home plate. Osborne gets the sign. He'll look over at first again. That one inside. Runner goes to second. And Burton's going to get the throw, but it's going to be high. And Fierstake has a stolen base. No surprise there. We know the Outlaws are going to steal bases pretty much. Anytime they get on base, they're going to try to steal one. So, Fierstake on second base with that stolen base. 1 out. 1-0 count here for Ellis. Check the runner at second. He'll foul that one over towards the bullpen for the Renegades. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bunch of youngsters go run for that baseball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner on second base, that's Fierstake. He had a single and then stole second base. He's going to take third, and they're going to have him picked off. They should have him as he broke for second. He's going to be run down as Burton will throw and hit him in the back of in the back. So They're going to try to argue that Fiersteak was outside the base path. Burton trying to throw back to second, and Fiersteak in the way of that ball as he almost got picked off. And as it stands right now, he is back at second base safely as he broke for third before Osborne even broke for home. So the umpires are going to have a decision here. I couldn't tell, and they're going to say he's safe. I couldn't tell from here if he was out of the base path or not. Head coach for the Renegades, Mike D'Amelia, saying, look, it's easy to tell he was not in the base path. I can't really see from here where he was at exactly, but I got to believe he was not in line between the two bases. So they will call Fiersteak safe back at second base. As I said, I think he did get out of the base path a little bit, but either way, he'll be safe at second. It's 1-1 strike to count, and that one's going to be hit into left field, and that's going to score another run as Fiersteak will be waved home. Throw is going to come in late, and Fiersteak is going to go to second base. That throw in off line to Anderson, and Osborne there to grab it. And Ellis gets his first RBI of the game as he'll be standing at second base. So Fiersteak scores. So I guess all in all, it doesn't really matter if Fiersteak would have reached third base or not. Tough break, though, for the Renegades as that run scores. Had they won that appeal, that would have just been a runner on first base with 2 outs. First pitch outside. This is to catcher Dawson Walters. So that makes it 1-2 strikes. So the Outlaws lead 2-0. They've got 4 hits and 1 error. No runs, 2 hits and 1 error for the Renegades. Osborne will look back in. That pitch, that's going to be sliced into right field. Patton going back on it. He's still going, and he's going to misplay it, and that should score another run as that one tried to make the catch over his shoulder, and they're going to send him home, and he's going to score as it'll be an infield, the park home run, as that will be 2 RBIs as Walters scores. Patton had to get on his horse and overran it and could not make the grab, as that'll be 2 more runs scored. So Ellis will score, and Walters will score. That was an inside the park home run. So now it's a 4-0 ball game. They're going to have a conversation on the mound. Here are the Renegades, as Patton did everything he could. I'll still take my hat off to him as he was headed on the horse to get over there. Tough play as he's got to run away from him. Just ran it just a little bit, overran it just a hair, and could not make the over-the-shoulder grab. He also had to account for running through the warning track, and here at historic Joe Becker Stadium, there is a little bit. There's a warning track, and then it goes uphill a little bit, and he just could not come up with that catch. It would have been a spectacular catch if he did. So Jared Toller at bat. He takes the first pitch for a ball. That pitch swung on and missed. That evens it at 1-1 strike. That's the thing that makes the Outlaws so dangerous, is they find lots of ways to score runs. They lead 4-0 now. That pitch downstairs and outside. So that takes it 2-1 strike. Walters again going around the base path and scoring on that ball hit deep into right field. That one swung on and missed. That makes it even at 2 strikes. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 3 runs have been plated so far for the Outlaws. So 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Osborne will look back in. Next pitch on the way. That one misses. That'll take us full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Osborne again toes the rubber. Left-handed pitcher. He's from Ashland, Missouri. His next pitch on its way. And that one misses somehow, so that'll be a walk. So Toller will be standing on first base. Now third baseman Cade Lott steps in. He hit into a fielder's choice his first at bat. Head coach for the Renegades, Mike D'Amelia, is going to come out and have a conversation with the infielders here and try to settle his pitcher down. As 3 runs have been scored, 3 hits have taken place, and 1 error, not in this inning, but has been 1 error committed by the Renegades. No runs, 2 hits, and that 1 error for the Renegades. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. 1 on and 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're nearing 8 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. So Lott will dig back in. First pitch, he's going to hit that one, and Patton's going to come in and make the grab in right field. So that'll be out number 2. Hit it on the button, but right to Patton. So that'll be out number 2, left fielder Drake Angeron. He will step in. He hit into a fielder's choice, so he reached safely his first at bat. So Toller still standing at first base. Angeron, left-handed batter. First pitch to him. He's going to hit it right up the middle. It's going to get through out of a diving glove of Burton. And now it'll be runners on first and second with 1 out here. Toller will be at second. Angeron on first base. Now stepping in, second baseman Jeb Jenkins. He had an RBI double in his first at bat. So 2 runners on, 2 outs here. Jenkins digs in from the right-hand side of the plate. He is batter number 8 to come in this frame. Long look in by Osborne. That pitch upstairs and outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes count. 2 outs here, 2 on. Outlaws lead 4-0. Next pitch on the way. That one also upstairs. Ball 2. Makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Jenkins 1 for 1. Osborne looks in. He'll check the runner at second. Second look in. Now his pitch. That one called strike 1. Makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Osborne again toes the rubber. He's set, checks the runner at second. 2-1 pitch, that's fouled out of play into the parking lot. So we'll go 2 balls, 2 strikes. Osborne trying to get out of this inning with no more damage done. Even at 2-2. Outlaws leading 4-0 right now. 2-2 offering on its way. That one, check swing fouled. So that'll go towards the first base dugout. So Jenkins still has 2 balls and 2 strikes. Osborne will look in. He'll get the sign. 2 outs here as we play bottom of the 3rd. Osborne's going to step off as he did not like what the runners were doing on the base path. Toller on second base, Angeron on first. And that pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. And that ends the inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning as the Outlaws lead 4-0. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Go to the top of the 4th inning. All game feels like it's been busted open. However, it's just a 4-0 lead for the Outlaws, but feels worse than that. As they'll send hitters with the Renegades 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. That'll be catcher Hamilton Anderson, right fielder Andrew Patton, third baseman Joseph Keelholz. First pitch to Anderson, downstairs in the dirt, ball 1. Anderson will be heading the count at 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch, that one downstairs in low, ball 2. Anderson has a team leading 30 hits. Like to make it a team leading 31 hits, has 4 home runs as well. That pitch misses low as well, so makes it 3 balls, no strikes. Said Anderson tied with Carter Mize for 4 home runs apiece. That leads the team. That one taken all the way. 4-pitch walk, leadoff walk issued to Hamilton Anderson. So his on-base percentage will go up a little bit. Now they're going to have a conversation on the mound with McAllister. As we're here in the top of the 4th inning, Andrew Patton, the right fielder, will step in. He popped out to third base. It was high in the air, but was caught by the third baseman. So that walk puts Anderson on first base. Patton will step in with 1 on and nobody out as we play here in the top of the 4th inning. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Renegades. Patton, right-handed batter. He'll dig in, has Anderson on first base. First pitch way outside. That makes it 1 ball and no strikes. 8:04 here at Joe Becker Stadium. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. As that one backed Patton off the plate just a little bit. It was on the inside part. So that'll make it 2 balls, no strikes. So just try to bring it inside on him. 1 on, nobody out. 2-2 offering on its way. That one called strike 1. Patton thought about it, but did not swing. Well, Patton digs back in. 2 balls, 1 strike count, 1 on. Nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. Hard hit ball to center field. Center fielder will track it down, and Anderson will have to go back to first base as that thing took a ride, but not enough to leave the park. Lopez in center field comes down with it. It's 400 feet to center field. That thing went probably about 385. Joseph Keelholz, the third baseman, steps in. He into a 5-3 put out. in his first at bat. So one out here as we play top of the fourth inning. Keelholz, left-handed batter, 0 for 1 tonight. Has a runner on, one out. First pitch, that one down central, called strike one. Keelholz will dig back in. Long look at first base for McAllister. That one inside almost hit Keelholz. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. That one a little high and a whole lot inside. Outlaws leading 4-0 here. Hamilton Anderson on first base. He takes a healthy lead over there. Now he backs it up just a little bit. And there will be a throw over to first base. He's back safely. So Anderson drew a throw over. We said a 1 ball and 1 strike count with 1 out here. Keelholz again at bat. 1-1 pitch will have to wait as time called. Keelholz steps out, asks for time, is granted it, steps out of the batter's box. So 1-1 offering will be forthcoming. Keelholz digs back in, 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside, ball 2. Those 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Keelholz again is trying to be patient, look for the right pitch in the on-deck circle. Shortstop Drew Mize. He had a single in his only at bat, so he's 1 for 1 tonight. Another throw over to first base. Anderson back safely. Again, he scampers back to first base. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Keelholz again back in on the left-handed batter's box. 2-1 offering. That one down in the dirt. Anderson's going to go to second base on that wild pitch. Had to wait to see if the catcher had it, and he did not, so will be a wild pitch. Moves him down to second base. So Keelholz will be heading the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Anderson on second base now. So he'll be in scoring position as the Outlaws lead 4-0. So 3-1 pitch from McAllister on its way. Checks the runner at second. That one's going to be sliced. Foul down the third base stands. So we'll be full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Drew Mize in the on-deck circle. He's only played in a couple, 3 games now, but has a couple of hits for the Renegades. So payoff pitch on its way, and that one inside locked him. So Keelholz will jog on down to first base. He issues a free pass that he will check in and jog on down to first base. Now the shortstop, Drew Mize. He is 1 for 1 tonight. Mize entered hitting a .250 clip. He has 3 hits and 9 at-bats. So he has 2 on, 1 out here. First offering to him will be upstairs, ball 1. Ben Burton, the second baseman, he's in the on-deck circle. He reached first base in his only at bat so far with an E8. 1-0 pitch on its way. And they'll say that that's strike 1. Mize tried to check his swing. Pitch caught the outside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Mize digging back in. Everybody shifted towards the third base side. Right-handed batter for Mize. 1-1 offering on the way. That one inside. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on, that's Hamilton Anderson on second base. Joseph Keelholz on first. They're not going to hold Keelholz on first, but second baseman is going to creep in close to second. And that'll be a hard hit ball to third out there. Throw over to first. And they're going to say it is in time. And that'll be a twin killing as Mize hits in to a double play to end the inning. So we'll pause and be back as the Outlaws still lead 4-0. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swanigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Go to the bottom of the fourth inning. So it'll be hitters 9, 1, and 2 coming to the plate for the Outlaws. The Outlaws do lead by 4-0. They have 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Renegades. 5 left on base for the Renegades, 4 left on base for the Outlaws. Is this game important for the South Division Meek League standings? So Ethan Lopez, first pitch to him, called strike 1. He flew out to shortstop on his first at bat. It's a hard hit ball, but Mize caught it. Going to his right. That pitch misses, and that was low. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Corinda A's have jumped out on the Chillicothe Mudcats 4-0. 1-1 pitch, that one inside. Moved Lopez off the plate a hair. That evens or takes it to 2 balls, 1 strike. It's the Mudcats playing Clarinda at Clarinda Municipal Stadium. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Next offering, swing and a miss. That makes it even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beta Griffins were supposed to host the St. Joseph Mustangs. That game postponed due to rain. 2-2 pitch, that's fouled into the stands behind third base. So we stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Getting some darker clouds do move in. Looks like they're way over behind left field. The lights take effect here at Joe Becker Stadium. 2-2 offering on the way. That one's going to be fouled back, so we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We met quite a bit of rain most of the trip here as we traveled this afternoon. So fresh rain shower come through before we arrived at the ballpark as well. That one's going to be a slow roller. Burton will glove it. He'll throw to first in time. And Lopez is out on a 4-3 putout. So Lopez is out, number 1. So right fielder Caleb Fearstake will step in. We go to the top of the lineup. He had a single into right field, stole second, was scored around. Later on in the inning, that was that 3-run third inning. So first pitch to Fearstake, that one upstairs. Ball 1. Fearstake has a 1-for-2 night with a strikeout. And that single. Osborne again on the mound for the Renegades. 1-0 offering. That one's going to be a hard hit ball to Mize. He'll glove. He'll take it himself. That'll be out number 2. 3 unassisted. So that will be out number 2. Now stepping in will be shortstop Logan Klein. He had a fly out to right field and a strikeout. That was looking. So he's 0-for-2, playing shortstop tonight. Osborne will look back in. He'll get the sign, trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning. First pitch in there called strike one. So Klein will be down in the count of no balls and one strike. 0-1 offering. That one misses. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strike, the count. So even at 1-1. Osborne working quickly. Next pitch. That one, they'll say, did he go around? He did. Could not check the swing, so puts him down to the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Osborne, again, trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning. That's how we started the game. Got a little wild in between. We're looking for another 1-2-3, 3 up and 3 down inning. That one outside, upstairs just a bit, so that takes us 2 balls and 2 strikes. Have 2 outs here as we play in the bottom of the 4th inning. Outlaws leading 4-0. That one misses low. And we go full at 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. So Osborne will have the payoff pitch forthcoming. In those clouds creeping across the sky here. Payoff pitch. That one misses and walked him, so he will have to face at least 1 more than the minimum after he gives up a 2-out walk. So Ethan Ellis, the designated hitter, will step in. He had an RBI double as well as hit into a 6-3 putout, so he's got a runner on first with 2 outs. So Ellis, right-handed batter, time called. Ellis will step back in. And he has one of those 4 runs that have been scored by the Outlaws. So he had a double that scored 1 run. Throw over to first base. Back safely is Klein. So first offering to Ellis should be forthcoming. Osborne again will look in, get the sign. First pitch on its way. That one's going to be sliced foul. So that'll make it no balls, 1 strike to count. And Osborne trying to get through this bottom of the 4th inning, facing 1 more than the minimum. Klein will take a good lead on first base. Osborne will look over there. That pitch downstairs. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hamilton Anderson came up thinking about throwing over to first, but did not. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 outs here. Outlaws lead 4-0. We play at Joe Becker Stadium here in Joplin, Missouri. 1-1 offering. That one's going to be sliced out of play. That's going to go out into the parking lot here. Parking lot behind first base. There's a road and a big parking lot, fenced-in parking lot storage area. Back behind third base. It's 1 ball, 2 strike count. Again, clouds continuing to roll through the area. No rain since we've started the ball game. Did rain some of the day. 1-2 offering on the way. Runner's going to go to second base. That's a high hit ball. Patton going over to right center field, and he will catch it for out number 3. Well, in the inning, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. And we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. The Outlaws lead 4-0. Well, pause. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Well, we will go to the top of the fifth inning. The Outlaws leading by a score of 4-0. For the Renegades, they'll send hitters 9, 1, and 2 to the plate. As that'll be second baseman Ben Burton. He will lead off the inning. Then we'll go top the lineup in Caden Deal. And center fielder Tommy Reether will be due up then. And if those three can reach aboard, then we'll go to left fielder and David Dell. Burton reaching first on an E8 and his only at bat. First pitch to him called strike one. There'll be no balls, one strike to count. Again in the on-deck circle, top of the lineup, and Caden Deal. 0-1 offering on its way. That one called strike two, so Burton's got to protect the plate now as he's down in the count. And no balls and 2 strikes. And he reached first base. A diving try to make the grab popped out of his glove of center fielder in Lopez. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be sent into center field. That one definitely, no question about it. Not anywhere close to Lopez as it drops about 15 feet in front of him. So Burton will be standing on first base with the leadoff single. Now we'll go to the top of the lineup. And Caden Deal. So he will step in. He's got a runner on. Nobody out, just the third hit for the Renegades. 6 hits for the Outlaws. They're over to first base, Burton back safely. So Burton on first, takes another healthy lead. McAllister looks in, first pitch to Deal, swing and a miss for strike one. Well, maybe they say he foul tipped it either way. It's going to go as strike one. He took a hearty cut at that. Did not connect with it. So no balls, 1 strike to count. Next offering to Deal. On its way. That one's going to be a hard hit ball, but it's going to go foul. As that goes into the stands. So they might have went over the stands there behind the third base dugout. That's where the Outlaws set up their camp. That one might be in the street back there. So no balls, 2 strikes the count as Deal has to protect the plate. That one upstairs. So that makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. He'll dig back in. A 1-2 offering, and that one's going to be caught on the fly by the third baseman. He's able to backhand that. That will be out number 1. That goes as out 1. Center fielder Tommy Reether steps in. He's had a single, a stolen base, and hit into a 4-3 out. So he has 1 on and 1 out. As he will step in, left-handed batter. First offering to him will be forthcoming. That one swing and a miss for strike 1. So Reether will dig back in. Get a left-handed batter. He'll be down in the count, no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Burton on first base. McAllister looks over at first base. Now the next pitch, that one downstairs, evens us at 1 ball and 1 strike. In the on-deck circle will be David Dell. And then if we need more, it'll be first baseman Carter Mize. Tommy's going to hit a hard hit ball. Center fielder is going back a couple of steps. He'll track it down, make the grab for out number 2. So left fielder David Dell steps in. He had a fly out to left field and also had a strikeout in his first at bat. So he will dig in, right-handed batter. 0 for 2 on the day, has a runner on, 2 outs here. As Walters trying to adjust the straps on his catcher's mask. So Dell steps in, 2 out, 1 on. First pitch to him, way outside, ball 1. Burton again on first base after getting the leadoff single. Carter Mize in the on-deck circle for the Renegades. They trail 4-0 here to the Outlaws. That next pitch, that one also upstairs. Makes it 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here as we play top of the 5th inning. Outlaws leading by a score of 4-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch on the way from McAllister. That one downstairs and inside. Burton's going to go to second as that one ends up back at the backstop. So a wild pitch will move Burton down to second base. So 2 outs here. Runner now on second base in scoring position. That's Burton. Dell will be ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. First base unoccupied now. McAllister checks second twice. Now that pitch misses, so that'll be a 2-out walk. So Dell will be on first base. As first baseman Carter Mize will step in. He has a strikeout, hit into a 3 unassisted. Has 2 on and 2 out here. Again, he knows this ballpark. He's hit 2 home runs out of the park, 1 in each game. The on-deck circle catcher Hamilton Anderson. So Mize will dig in, left-handed batter. 2 on, 2 out. McAllister checks the runner at second. There's the first pitch, called strike 1. So got that one on the inside part of the strike zone. Again, Mize had a home run in each of the game that we played here so far. This is game number 3. He has a favorite spot out there in right field that he's cranked 2 balls to. No balls, 1 strike to count, 2 out, 2 on. Next pitch, that one outside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. As I said, there's 4 home runs this season for Mize. Ties the team lead. Hamilton Anderson also has 4. That's 4-0. Outlaws leading. 1-1 pitch, that one fouled back. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 outs here, 2 on. Already been 5 Renegades left on the base path and stranded out there as we play here in the top of the 5th inning. A 1-2 offering from McAllister on the way. That one again fouled back. That's going to go over my head here in the press box. So that one will end up in the street behind me, possibly into the storage lot beyond that. Eyes just underneath that pitch. So 1-2 pitch forthcoming. We'll stay at 1-2. 2 outs, 2 on. Next pitch to Mize on its way. He's going to hit a chopper. Second baseman will glove. He'll throw to first base for the out. And that will be out number 3. That goes as a 4-3 put out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, More than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the second year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
We'll go to the bottom of the fifth inning as the Outlaws lead 4-0 over the Renegades. They'll send hitters 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. That'll be catcher Dawson Walters, first baseman Jared Toller, and third baseman Cade Lott will be the three that are guaranteed here in this inning. So Walters has a strikeout and an inside-the-park home run as Hamilton Anderson trying to signal Patton to move to his right. That is where the magic spot was for Walters to hit it that got the inside-the-park home run. Patton trying to make the over-the-shoulder grab. He had to get on the horse and run about a mile and go up the little warning track and could not make the basket catch over his shoulder. That scored one run, and then Walters ushered himself around the base path for a second run. That was a 3-run inning. First pitch upstairs, outside, ball one. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for the Renegades. That next pitch, that also upstairs. Makes it 2 balls, no strikes. See some action in both bullpens now as we play here in the bottom of the fifth inning, just after 8:30. 2-0 offering. Little soft hit ball to left field. Going back on it is Dell. He'll step to his left a couple steps, make out number 1. It was not very hard hit. Goes into left field. Now it'll be first baseman Jared Toller. He will step in. They said just after 8:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway here with you. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast again. Hopefully you've liked our Facebook page. If you haven't done so, be sure and look us up. Send us a message right on our page that you're enjoying the broadcast. We always like to know where you're listening from. That one fouled out of play for strike one. Always enjoying getting those messages and seeing the post that says where you're enjoying listening to the ball game from here on the Show Me Sports Network. Official home of Renegades baseball this summer. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Blew that one by him, so Osborne again still on the mound. He's entered his 5th inning of work as we play bottom of the 5th. So no balls, 2 strike count. Next offering, that one's going to be a hard hit ball. Burton's going to go backhand it, throw over to first base in time. That'll be out number 2. Goes as a 4-3 putout. So now it'll be third baseman Cade Lott. He is 1 for 2, has a single. He hit into left field and then flew out to right field. As we said, the Show Me Sports Network, the home of the Jefferson City Renegades. Our broadcast for them in the Renegades Radio Network this season and hopefully many, many more. That one swung on and missed. Got him crossed up on the inside part of the plate. And I had the pleasure to be the official broadcast partner of the 2021 season for the Renegades. Hope to make it many, many more. That one's going to be a little blooper. Center fielder coming in. That's Reether. He'll make the grab as Reether catches out number 3. And that retires 3 up and 3 down. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So we'll go to the top of the 6th inning. Outlaws still lead 4-0. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker. New from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
I want to get back to kissing the cheeks of my grandbabies, making Sunday dinner with a house full of family and lots of laughs.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now, there are vaccines. And they are the very first step that let us get back to what we miss most. It's okay to have questions.
Is it safe?
Should I wait? Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Our broadcast tonight, again, working left to right, but nothing above our heads that I can tell. Looks like they are going to miss the ballpark, though. We've had rain good chunk of the day, especially on a road trip, as the Renegades will send Hamilton Anderson to plate. First pitch to him misses, ball one. So it'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7. It's Hamilton Anderson, right fielder Andrew Patton, and third baseman Joseph Keelholz. So 1-0 offering, and Hamilton's going to hit that opposite field for a single. So he cranks that one to left field, and he'll be on first base with a leadoff single. Now stepping in, right fielder Andrew Patton. Hamilton will garner hit number 31. That does lead the team now. So Patton will dig in. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out to third base and a fly out to center field. And McAllister still on the mound. First offering, that one way outside. Anderson will scamper back to first base. No wind here. Been a few small minor gusts, but flag is just standing straight down on the pole. Anderson's going to hit a long fly ball to left field, and that is going to go into the bullpen, as that will be a 2-run home run that he just sent into left field over the Who Hot logo out there, and it ends up into the bullpen, as that 4-run lead will be cut down to 2 at 4-2 as Patton jogs across, touches home plate, and he sent that thing yard. Sends it about 335 feet, and he clears the base path. Just said not a lot of wind, but that ball was a hard-hit ball to left field. And we are going to have a pitching change now. So that scores Anderson from first base, and Patton jogs around the base path, and it's now a 4-2 ball game. We'll see who the new pitcher is coming in, as the Renegades cut that lead in half at 4-2 with a long ball by Patton. That scores 2. We'll see who the new pitcher is in the ball game in just a second. We said some clouds moving through. So this will be a new pitcher in the ball game. Find him on the roster here. So this will be Austin Gatula. So Gatula will be on the mound. He is from Bentonville, Arkansas, a right-handed thrower. He's a junior at Highland Community College. He's pitched in 7 games. Last action was the July 6th game against the Renegades. So 7 games that he's pitched in, has a record of 2-1 with a 1.08 ERA. He's pitched 16 and 2/3 innings of work, has 9 strikeouts, 12 walks, and only given up 7 hits. And he did pitch 2 and 2/3 innings of work on that game. Last game he pitched was against the Renegades, that July 6th game. That was the 9-7 final in favor of the Outlaws, but he pitched 2 and 2/3 inning of work in there, gave up 4 walks, 1 strikeout, faced 14 batters. So he will be on the mound for the Outlaws here on this pitching change, as the book is done for Cale McAllister as he gives up that 2-run home run again. Some dark clouds continue to move over outside the ballpark, but looks like there's not a whole lot above our heads here. As no outs here, lead has been cut to 2 at 4-2. And stepping in now will be Joseph Keelholz. He took a walk and had a 5-3 put out in his 2 at-bats tonight. He's playing third base. So that one, slice foul, trickles down towards third base. So Keelholz again, like I said, some dark clouds going across the outfield sky. In the press box tonight, so no worry about getting rained on. That one's going to be a chopper hit to the first baseman. He'll glove it. He'll step on first base unassisted. That will just be out number 1 as that goes 3 unassisted. So shortstop Drew Mize will step in. He's had a single and hit into a double play. That ended the top of the 4th inning as we play here in the top of the 6th inning. Outlaws lead 4-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 errors for the Outlaws. Sorry, for the Renegades. Outlaws have 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. First pitch inside, ball 1. So Mize will dig back in. In the on-deck circle will be Ben Burton. He had a single his last at-bat. That one's going to be fouled off, so that'll even the count on 1 ball and 1 strike. I said hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Azaway here with you. 1-1 count. Next offering from Gatula. Swung on and missed. Might have said he got a seam of it, so it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Mize will step back in from the right-hand side of the plate. 4-2 ball game in favor of the Outlaws. They'll say he checked his swing. Does not go around, so that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball just dropped once it got through the strike zone. It dropped about 2 foot there, it seemed. 2-2 offering. Swung on and foul tipped. Mize didn't get much, but got enough to keep him alive at the plate. The count will stay even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here as we play top of the 6th inning. 2-2 offering. That one upstairs. That takes us full. At 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Burton in the on-deck circle. He reached first base with an E8, his first at-bat. Then he reached first base with a single, his second at-bat. Payoff pitch. It's a well-hit ball. Right fielder going back on it. He's at the warning track, and he's going to make the grab and fall on the little hill there at the warning track for out number 2. Fear State gets out number 2 out there in right field. So second baseman Ben Burton will come to bat now. He's got 2 outs here, nobody on. As we play top of the 6th inning. Outlaws leading 4-2. Caden Deal, designated hitter in the on-deck circle. So first pitch to Burton. That one taken for called strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to count. 2 outs here. 0-1 offering. That one catches the outside part of the plate for called strike 2. So Burton will be down in the count. His last at bat that he had that single, he was also down in the count at 0-2. So 0-2 pitch on its way. That one misses outside and low, ball 1. So Burton will dig back in. Again, this infield, all turf, the outfield, natural grass. Part of why we can play today, because it handles the rain decent. 1-2 pitch, that one hit and popped up. First baseman's going to go over, and he will not make the grab in foul territory. He was trying not to fall head first over the fence over there and end up face planted on the concrete on the little Concord. So it'll still stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here. Burton chased that one a little high. But he'll still be alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes count. We play top of the 6th inning. Renegades have plated 2 runs, looking for more. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. Burton's going to run down to first base. The throw will just beat him there, and it will be out. Number 3. So that'll be a 2-3 strikeout. So there were 2 runs scored on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left on base. As we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning, you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Wow, big things going on in the world lately. With so much confusion, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. We all want to believe in something, and the most important cause of all is your amazing self. YourLifeYourVoice.org has answers and advice for teens who feel left out and are starting to doubt themselves. You have so much to offer. YourLifeYourVoice.org can help you find it.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Ethan Osborne still on the mound. Drake Angeron will lead off the inning. First pitch to him, called ball 1. Angeron will lead off. Second baseman Jeb Jenkins due up next. He's going to hit a slow roller. Mize will glove. He will slide to first base to get the out. So Mize dives to the bag to get out number 1. Not taking any chances there. Second baseman Jeb Jenkins will step in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up next, center fielder Ethan Lopez. So Jenkins has an RBI, and the game has a strikeout as well. That one's going to be bunted. Osborne will glove and throw it past Mize as it's going to end up out of play, and at second base will be Jenkins. So he's going to get a hit, and then it's going to reach second on the E1. So he had a single, then reaches on the E1. So 1 out, runner on second base. That's Jenkins at second. Center fielder Ethan Lopez will be to bat now. He's 0 for 2. Osborne still on the mound, checks the runner. And he shows bunt, pulls it back. Anderson came up like he was going to throw down to second base. Did not throw. So runner on second base. Lopez shows bunt again, pulls it back, throw down to second base. Mize will take that. It did pull him off the base, but he prevents that from going into center field. So even count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lopez stepping back in. So 1-1 count. Next offering, that one in there for called strike 2. So that makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes count. The rain has started to fall here. So 1-2 pitch. As they're going to call balk on Osborne. Here it's really coming down now. As Osborne called for the balk. As Jenkins started towards third base and he checked him. And then got called for a balk as he went ahead and pitched home. All the rains fall here at Joe Becker Stadium. Fans try to find cover. That one swung on. And that will be out number 2. You hear it on our microphone. Now we'll go top of the order, and Caleb Fierstake, the right fielder. Umpires say let's keep playing baseball. So Caleb Fierstake, right fielder, he has a strikeout. A single he scored, also hit into a 3 unassisted. But just like that, the rain subside just a little bit, still falling. First pitch to him, called strike 1. Osborne trying to get out of the inning after giving up an infield single. That then was turned into a double on a throwing error, and a balk sent Jenkins to third. 0-1 offering. That's going to be a well-hit ball over Mize's head at shortstop, and that'll score an RBI. It'll now be 5-2. So Fiersteak has got an RBI to his credit, and Jenkins will come home and score a run. Now stepping in shortstop, Logan Klein. 2 outs here, runner on first base. Looks like the rain has stopped. Crowd making their way back onto the field. Well, let me rephrase that, not onto the field, making their way back into the concourse here to watch the game. Hope they're not on the field yet. So it'll be shortstop, Logan Klein. Runner will go to second, throw down there. Burton will get it and tag him out, and that'll end the inning. As Fiersteak caught stealing, and that ends the inning. But there was 1 run scored. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 error, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning as it's a 5-2 ball game. Outlaws leading. We'll pause and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swanigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given 1 set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
Well, we'll go to the top of the 7th inning. As the Renegades will send hitters 1, 2, and 3 to the plate. That's designated hitter Caden Deal. Center fielder Tommy Reether. Left fielder David Dell will be the 3 that will be sent to the plate. Still on the mound, Austin Gotula. As we're just shy of 9 o'clock here at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin, Missouri. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Caden Deal will dig in, designated hitter for tonight's game. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Does have a stolen base. First offering to him, swing and a miss for strike 1. As we said, just had a brief but heavy rain shower come through. We kept playing through it. Crowd scampered for some cover. Now they're back, most of them, in their seats. 0-1 offering. That one inside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Clarinda A's have lengthened their lead over the Chillicothe Mudcats 6-0. That one's going to be a hard hit ball. Second baseman will glove it. That's Jenkins. Throw over to Toller at first base for the out. That is a 4-3 put out. Now center fielder Tommy Reether will step in. He's got a 1 for 3 night. Had a single that he took into the opposite field and left field. Had a 4-3 put out and a fly out to center field. So he will step in here with 1 out. Nobody on. So we play top of the 7th. Swing and a miss for strike 1. He'll be down in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Left fielder David Dell in the on-deck circle. 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors for the Renegades. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. A pitch outside, that'll take us even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Big dark cloud has pretty much moved on past us here, so I think we should be good the rest of the evening. 1-1 offering. That one in there called strike 2. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Pretty much play straight away, do the outfielders. 1-2 offering on its way. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that is out number 2. Now stepping in left fielder David Dell. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. A walk came in his last at bat. As a fly out to shallow left field and a strikeout in tonight's game. Outlaws leading 5-2 now. We play top of the 7th. Gotula will look in, get the sign. Right-hander's pitch on the way. Dell's going to foul that one. Down the right field line, just foul. Wasn't foul by but a few feet. See some work down in the bullpen for the Renegades. That's DJ Seelbach warming up. Can't tell you who else is down there. 0-1 pitch on its way. That one called strike 2. That makes it no balls, 2 strikes. Gotula trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning, 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be fouled back, so we'll still stay at 0-2. 2 outs here as we play in the top of the 7th. Long look in by Gotula. 0-2 offering on its way. That one low. Takes us 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. So we'll go 1-2 here. 2 outs here. Gotula's next offering on the way. Swing and a miss. And that will be out number 3. As the minimum faced here by Gotula in the inning. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th as it's a 5-2 ball game in favor of the Outlaws. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning as new pitcher in the ball game for the Renegades. That's DJ Seelbach. Seelbach from Topeka, Kansas, right-handed thrower. He's a junior at Chowan. 6'3", 190-pounder. He's pitched in 8 games, has 1 start and 1 save. Record of 0-0. He has an ERA of 8.30. He's worked 17 in a 3rd inning, 16 strikeouts, 11 walks. He's given up 24 hits. His last outing was against the Outlaws back on July 6th. So first batter he will face will be Logan Klein, who's hitting second on the lineup card. He'll face batters 3 and 4 as well. First pitch, that one outside, goes to the backstop, so it's 1-0, the count. Due up next will be catcher Dawson Walters and first baseman Jared Toller. So Klein will dig back in ahead in the count at 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 offering, that one's going to be fouled into the Outlaws dugout, so that'll leave the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. I did tell you wrong. Next up will be Ethan Ellis, designated hitter, then catcher Dawson Walters. And if somebody can get on base, then will be first baseman Jared Toller. As we play here, bottom of the 7th. 1-1 offering on the way from Seelbach. That one caught the outside part of the plate, called strike 2. So that'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outlaws leading 5-2. They had a 4-0 lead, but Patton hit a 2-run home run to cut that down. 1 run scored last inning. That's how we end up at 5-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that'll be out number 1. Designated hitter Ethan Ellis will step in now. He's had a 1-for-3 night, including an RBI on his lone hit of the night. So he will step in. So he steps back in. He's a right-handed batter. Just the batting gloves. Now he's ready. 1 out as he bats here in the bottom of the 7th. We're just after 9 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway here with you. First offering to Seelbach. That's a hard hit ball to center field. Going back on it is Reether. He'll camp under it, make the grab for out number 2. Now catcher Dawson Walters will step in. So Walters steps in. He has a 1-for-3 night as well. That one hit he has, an inside the park home run. That did score 2 runs himself, as well as Ethan Ellis. That was in the bottom of the 3rd inning, in that 3-run 3rd inning. First offering to him, upstairs inside, ball 1. 2 outs here as we play bottom of the 7th inning. Seelbach again looks in, gets the sign. He'll get what he's looking for. 1 ball, no strike count on its way. That one swung on and missed. That evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, I guess they did decide that Sedalia Bombers are playing a second game in that doubleheader as they host the Des Moines Peak Prospects. Get to that in a minute. 1-1 pitch on its way. Let's see if he checked his swing. He did, so that'll make it 2 balls, 1 strike. Bombers win 2 today over the Des Moines Peak Prospects. One game won 10-0. Game 2 just completed. They won that 5-3. Let's see who we'll play tomorrow at Des Moines is the Des Moines Peak Prospects. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. That one's going to be fouled way into the parking lot. So that'll be even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seelbach looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Clarinda leading the Chillicothe Mudcats at Clarinda. The A's lead 6-0. Griffins were supposed to host the Mustangs. That one postponed due to rain. Our ball game here 5-2 in favor of the Outlaws. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Next offering, that one's going to be fouled into the dugout of the Renegades as that got everybody to bail from the top row. Standing up there, did hit the protective netting there, but got everybody to back up just a hair. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 offering from Seelbach on its way. That one outside. That gets away from Anderson, so we'll go full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here as we play bottom of the 7th. So Seelbach again will look in. He'll agree on the sign. Payoff pitch will be forthcoming. So we're full at 3-2. Pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed. And it is a 1-2-3 inning. So Seelbach comes in, brings him up, sits him down in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll go to the 8th. As no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at State Tech Mo.
Here for the Outlaws as they will bring in the right-handed thrower in Clayton Saporito. He's from Columbus, Kansas. He's a sophomore at Crowder College. He's pitched in 7 games. Has an 0-1 record, 3.60 ERA. He's worked 15 innings, 12 strikeouts, 7 walks, 12 hits he's issued. He has played against the Renegades. Last action for him was July 7th against the Bombers, but before that he pitched 2 full innings against the Renegades, and then June 20th he also pitched against the Renegades as well. So he will be on the mound here as we enter the top of the 8th inning. Renegades will send hitters 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. That'll be first baseman Carter Mize, catcher Hamilton Anderson, and right fielder Andrew Patton will be the 3 that they'll send to bat here as we play in the top of the 8th. The Outlaws leading 5-2 here at Joe Becker Stadium. So they say we are ready here to begin play in the top of the 8th. First pitch from Saporito forthcoming. Mize shows bunt, takes that pitch way outside. Ball 1. Mize has an 0-3 night. He will dig back in. 1-0 offering. He'll show bunt again. He'll lay it down the third base line. He's got a chance to leg it out, and he will. No throw, so he beats that out. Has an infield hit. So he bunts aboard first base. Now Hamilton Anderson will step in. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Hamilton Anderson will step in. Anderson has a team leading 31 hits, also tied with Mize for 4 home runs apiece to lead the team. He's got 1 on, nobody out here as we play top of the 8th. First pitch to him, straight down central, called strike 1. Anderson did score his last time up as he had a single, and then Patton hit the 2-run home run, which scored himself and Anderson. That pitch misses, takes it even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Mize standing on first base. Now he'll take a lead. Nobody out here. Runner on. 1-1 pitch. That one upstairs. That makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Hamilton Anderson, left-handed batter. He'll step back in. 2-1 offering from Saporito will be forthcoming. A pitch swung on, missed. Anderson couldn't catch up to it, and that evens the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anderson holds the bat in front of him. Now he'll cock it. He's ready. 2-2 offering. He's going to chop that one foul as he sends it down the first base line. Just a hair early on that pitch. In the on-deck circle, Andrew Patton, the right fielder. Jason Marte out and retrieves that foul ball. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here. Anderson digs back in. 2-2 offering from Saporito will be forthcoming. Now it's on its way. That one misses downstairs and inside. Ball 3, so we'll go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3-2 pitch on its way. Wind picks up a little bit, blowing left to right on your media center or on your app. Payoff pitch on its way. That walked him. So Anderson issued a 7-pitch walk. Second walk he's had in the ball game, and he will be on first base. Mize will jog to second. Right fielder Andrew Patton steps in. As they'll have a conversation on the mound here. Patton steps in. He is 1 for 3, has a fly out to third base, a pop out to center field. And his hit, it was a 2-run home run, went 335 feet over the left field wall, just near the Who Hot sign down in left field. So no outs, 2 runners on. That's Mize on first base. Sorry, Mize went over to second. Hamilton Anderson on first. Joseph Keelholz will be in the on-deck circle as Patton digs in. Right-handed batter again, wind, small breeze going left to right. 2 on, nobody out. First pitch to Patton. He's going to hit a shot into center field, and that's going to be bases loaded as high throw in. Catcher has to go back and get it. As he runs into the net trying to catch that as Angeron just airmails it home. And Patton has got back-to-back hits. So Keelholz will step in. Bases juiced, nobody out. He's 0 for 2 and had a walk. So bases loaded. He's got a chance to cut this 3-run lead as he would be the go-ahead run standing at home plate. 5-2 ball game. First pitch to him. He's going to hit it, and it's going to go foul. It was down the right field line. That is exactly where he needed to put it, but just missed. Having 2, if not 3 RBIs there, we would have either come within 1 or tied it up. So we'll reset the bases again. Bases loaded as we play here top of the 8th inning. Joseph Keelholz, third baseman tonight. He is down in the count, 0 for 1. See if he can put that back into play there. Saporito's next offering on the way. That one sliced, foul into the crowd, as that'll put him down at no balls, 2 strikes. Drew Mize in the on-deck circle. Due up after him would be second baseman Ben Burton. Nobody out here, bases loaded as we play top of the 8th inning. Saporito again looks in. He'll go through his full motion now. He'll get set. There's the 0-2 delivery. That one's going to be hit off the end of the bat into foul territory. Coming over, making the grab is Lott at third base, and that will be out number 1. So now stepping in will be shortstop Drew Mize. He is 1 for 2. His first at bat, he hit a single, then hit into a double play and flew out to right field. So again, bases loaded, 1 out here, top of the 8th inning. Drew Mize, right-handed batter. First offering is from Saporito outside. Walters has to go over and get it. So it'll be 1 ball, no strikes the count. Mize, that's Carter Mize on third base. Hamilton Anderson on second base. Andrew Patton on first base. Drew Mize to bat. 1-0 pitch on its way. That one called strike 1. So that evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 1 out here. Bases loaded. Renegades trailing 5-2. I do have 7 hits and 2 errors for those 2 runs. 8 hits, 5 runs, and 1 error for the Outlaws. Time called by Mize. He wants to step out, get readjusted before he steps back in. So he'll windmill the bat a couple times around his waist. Now he'll get ready. 1-1 offering from Saporito on its way. That one upstairs. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Again, Carter Mize on third base. Hamilton Anderson on second. Andrew Patton on first. With Drew Mize to bat, bases loaded, 1 out, 2-1 count. 3-run lead for the Outlaws. 2-1 offering. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. That evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Burton in the on-deck circle. 1 out here, 2-2 pitch, forthcoming. Saporito finally agrees on what he's looking for, and we have time called. Saporito taking too much time on the rubber. Again, see action in both bullpens. Saporito, again, long look in. 2-2 offering, forthcoming. That one's going to be fouled into the parking lot. Mize just turned his hands over, sent it foul. So that will still stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Ben Burton in the on-deck circle. As Mize will dig back in, that's younger brother Drew. Older brother Carter at third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. 1 out here, top of the 8th inning. 3-run lead for the Outlaws. 2-2 pitch. That one upstairs, and that goes to the net, and that'll be a run scored. I was trying to see where that was going to go back to, and that's a wild pitch, and everybody will advance around the bases as Mize will score on a wild. And Anderson goes to third base. Patton goes to second. They're having a discussion real quick. So it'll be a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 1 out, runners on second and third, so still in scoring position. As Mize will be at bat. Payoff pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. That is out. Number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning as Mize goes down swinging. But Carter, Mize, was able to score on that wild pitch from third base. So runners on second and third. That's Anderson at third, Patton at second. Ben Burton will step in. He represents the go-ahead run at home plate as it's 5-3 ball game now. Saporito will look in and get the sign. Burton does have a single and reached first base on an error. Also has a strikeout, and we'll have time called. As Walters is going to jog out, have a conversation with Saporito. They have had a hard time here. The last 2 or 3 batters, they have had a hard time getting together on the same page and agreeing on what call they want. So Ben Burton again steps in, right-handed batter, has a chance to tie it up and or take the lead. He'll dig in. First pitch to him, that one way outside, ball 1. And the on-deck circle will be designated hitter Caden Deal. we were to go that far. Saporito again looks in. 1 ball, no strike count, 2 outs here, 2 on. We play in the top of the 8th. Outlaws leading 2 at 5-3. Renegades trying to rally. 1-0 offering. Burton. They'll say he did not check his swing, so that's called strike 1. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch on the outside part. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. 2 outs, 2 on. Burton swinging the bat around his waist. Now he's set. Saporito looks in. His 1-1 delivery. That one fouled back. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-run lead for the Outlaws. It was 3 when we started the inning, but the Renegades have been able to plate 1. Cut that down to 2 at 5-3, but looking for more. So Saporito again looks in. 2 outs, 2 runners on. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Next pitch from Saporito. That one fouled off, so we'll do it again. Hamilton Anderson on third base. Andrew Patton on second base. So Burton steps back in. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs here as we play. In the top of the 8th inning, 2-run lead for the Outlaws, but the Renegades are trying to rally. Have the go-ahead run at home plate. 1-2 pitch. That one downstairs and inside. Takes us 2 balls, 2 strikes. Burton didn't decide to pull the trigger on that one, so that takes us 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. Saporito's 2-2 offering. That one outside and upstairs, so we go full. So now we are at a full count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Burton represents the go-ahead run. Saporito's payoff pitch will be forthcoming. It's on its way. That one's going to be fouled out of here into the parking lot, so we'll do it again. This will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat as Burton staying alive. Caden Deal in the on-deck circle. He's the designated hitter for tonight's game. So payoff pitch from Saporito forthcoming. 2 on, 2 out. 3-2 count. Pitch is on its way. That one called strike 3. Froze Burton at the plate. And that is out number 3. And the Renegades strand 2 more on the base path. They were able to score 1 run, but they trail 5-3 now. They trail by 2. As we'll pause and come back as you are listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Set the bar high and just go for it. You are destined for greatness.
Is it my imagination, or is everyone telling me I'm already the next big thing?
Find your perfect self and follow your dreams.
Well, my dreams weren't going so well. For some reason, life was feeling dark and I couldn't snap out of it. All I needed was a little support and a few new ideas. YourLifeYourVoice.org helped me get my life back on track. I can take it from here.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now there are vaccines, and they are the first step that lets us get back to the things we miss most, like spreading the word without spreading concern, girls tripping instead of solo sipping, and talking smack with the side of mac and cheese. It's okay to have questions about COVID-19 vaccines. Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when COVID-19 vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. DJ Seelbach still on the mound for the Renegades. As the Outlaws will send hitters 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. Outlaws had a 4-run lead at 4-0. Renegades were able to score 2. In the top of the 6th inning, cut that in half. Then another run scored by the Outlaws. top of the 8th inning, the Renegades were able to score 1 there. Do leave 2 stranded. But able to score 1. Cut that lead back to 2 at 5-3. 8 hits for the Outlaws, 7 for the Renegades. 2 errors for the Renegades, 1 for the Outlaws. So first baseman Jared Toller will step in. He reached first on an E4. Had a walk. And also had a 4-3 put out as well. So first pitch to him, swing and a miss. He's a left-handed batter, so he's down to the count. No balls, 1 strike. Seelbach gets the sign. He's set. He's ready. No ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That one bit outside. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Dell in left field. Reether in center field. Patton in right field. Keelholz third base. Drew Mize shortstop. Burton at second. Carter Mize on first. Hamilton Anderson behind home plate. That pitch called strike 2. On the mound, DJ Seelbach. That's the alignments for the Renegades here as we play in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jared Toller down in the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Third baseman, Cade Lott in the on-deck circle. 1-2 offering. That one called strike 3. Seelbach gets him rung up looking. So that will be out, number 1. 2, check that, 4 strikeouts. I'll do my math in a minute. 4 strikeouts for Seelbach since he has come into the game. So third baseman Cade Lott will step in. Lott is 1 for 3. Had a single into left field. First offering to him. That one misses low, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike count will be forthcoming. Seelbach again on the mound. That one fouled back. So that evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again in Mink League action today, the Sedalia Bombers were victorious in both games of their doubleheader against the Des Moines Peak Prospects. They 10-run ruled the Des Moines team 10-0 in 6 innings. In Game 1, Game 2 went in their favor 5-3. Clarinda A's hosting the Chillicothe Mudcats. They lead 6-0. 1-1 offering on the way. That one misses outside. Takes us 2 balls, 1 strike. And Nevada was supposed to host St. Joe, that game at Lions Stadium in Nevada. That game went in favor of Mother Nature as that one rained out, so they'll have to find another date to try to set that up and get that in. 2 balls, 1 strike, count 1 out here as we play bottom of the 8th. That one's going to be fouled off, so that'll stay. Rather go to 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're here at 9:30 at Joe Becker Stadium. Blake Gasway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. So we're the exclusive home for Renegades Baseball and the Renegades Radio Network. 5-3 ball game right now in favor of the Outlaws. 2-2 pitch from Seelbach on its way. That one's going to be sliced and go into the crowd over near the first base as kids scamper for that baseball. Trying to find it. Some little kid gets a souvenir. He finally figured out where it was. So we stay at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Next pitch on its way. That one fouled off. Lott's left leg, so we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. As Lott will dig back in on the right-handed batter's box. 2-2 pitch. On its way from Seelbach. There it's headed home. That one misses. They say Lott checked his swing, so we're full. At 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, wind blowing left to right. Now it's picked up as the flag. It's a little gusty. Flag standing straight at attention. Now it drops down. Now it's about half attention. So It's a little gusty out there in the outfield, but blowing left to right here at the ballpark. So the payoff pitch from Seelbach. That one outside, walked him. So Lott will jog down to first base after being issued a one-out free pass. Now stepping in left fielder Drake Angeron. 1 on, 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the 8th. So Angeron will step in. He has been on base twice, once by fielder's choice, once by a single. So that first pitch missed. Actually called strike 1. Hit into a fielder's choice. Was an out at second base. Singled into center field and hit into an out. 3 unassisted. Throw over to first base. Back in time is Lott. So no balls, 1 strike to count, 1 out here. The Outlaws lead 5-3. 0-1 offering on the way. That one called strike 2. Throw down to first base and tag, and just barely got in there was Lott. Anderson almost got another out there, as we've seen him do that several times, throw out a runner from home plate. So that evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-1 offering. That one's going to be sent foul, way out of play, down on right field. So that makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seelbach again looks in. He's in his 2nd inning of work here. 1-2 pitch. On its way, runner's going to go to second. Ball's outside, throw down, and they're going to say runner is safe. Just got under the tag from Mize. We knew coming into the game tonight, Joplin, pretty much anytime they get on first base, they're going to steal second and try to steal third. That's pretty much what they like to do, so they're going to have a pinch runner come in now. That's number 9, maybe. So Weimers will check in here as a pinch runner. He'll be at second base. So that'll be runner on second base, 2-2 count, 1 out. Seelbach, next delivery. That one outside, we'll go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Five runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for the Renegades. Seelbach looks in. Payoff pitch will be forthcoming as we have time called. Angeron steps out. So Weimers on second base. He's a pinch runner there after Lott stole second base. So payoff pitch on its way. That one's going to be hit into left field, and it's going to drop, and Weimers is going to score as Angeron takes it opposite field. And he gets credit for an RBI as that scores another run. And just like that, we're back to another 3-run lead, and it is 6-3. Second baseman Jeb Jenkins steps in now. Never seen a team that's just so aggressive on the base path and able to pick up so many stolen bases and move around the base path pretty much at will. Angeron at first base. He'll take a good lead. Expect to see him go to second, throw over to first base. He's back safely. Yet Jeb Jenkins steps in. He's had an RBI hit as well as got on first base with a single, then reached second all in the same play with an E1. Then he reached third with a balk, then he was driven in a couple of batters later. Another throw over to first base, back safely. Angeron again taking a healthy lead over there. If he doesn't take, I don't think he'll probably take second base here. He's not trying to steal it on this pitch, but I think the next one after this he will. That's what my gut's telling me. Well, he's going to go to second. Swing missed, throw down, and they're going to have him out, and he will be caught stealing. As good throw from Anderson. That'll be out number 2 as Jenkins will be down in the count. And no balls, 1 strike. Angeron gets thrown out at second base. Guess my gut was almost right. Don't think he should have went on that pitch. I think he should have waited 1 more. So 2 outs now. 0-1 offering. That one misses everybody. So that makes it 1 ball and 1 strike to count. 2 outs here as we play bottom of the 8th inning. Both teams plating a run here in the 8th inning. A lead back to 3 for the Outlaws at 6-3. Seelbach again looks in. 1-1 offering. 4th coming. It's on its way. That one outside. Takes us 2 balls, 1 strike. In the on-deck circle will be center fielder Ethan Lopez. So Jenkins digs back in, 2-1 offering with 2 out coming from Seelbach. It's on its way. That one inside. Now that takes it 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, long look in from Seelbach. 3 balls, 1 strike to count, 2 outs. Next offering to Jenkins. He's going to hit that one into center field, and that's going to get him on base with 2 outs. As he will drop it into center field, and he'll be standing on first with a 2-out single. Now stepping in will be center fielder Ethan Lopez. Lopez is 0 for 3. Had a fly out to shortstop. Had a 4-3 out and a strikeout. So he will dig in. Left-handed batter. 1 on, 2 out. Another throw over to first base. Tag applied, but back safely is Jenkins. First pitch and throw down to first base, back safely. That pitch was called a ball to Lopez. Snap throw back to first base. So it'll be 1 ball, no strike count. Jenkins will take a healthy lead over there on first base. Seelbach again looks in. That pitch swung on and missed. That takes us even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 outs here. Runner on first base. Lopez digs back in. Another throw over to first base. Jenkins back in time. So again, Jenkins will take a good lead over at first base. Seelbach looks in. 1-1 count. His pitch will be forthcoming. 2 outs. Jenkins is going to go to second. That one fouled off. So no throw down to second base. Jenkins will have to go back to first base. So it'll be a 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Seelbach checks the runner on first base. That's Jenkins. Expect him to go. Swing on and missed. And that'll be out number 3. Well, there was one run scored in the inning. It's back to a 3-run lead for the Outlaws as they lead 6-3. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
It costs so little to teach a child to love, and so much to teach him to hate. These simple but profound words from our founder are at the core of each parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting.
Teach me respect.
Teach me patience.
Teach me love.
Visit boystown.org/magnet to receive a Teach Love magnet as a reminder that the change we want to see in our world begins at home. And Boys Town is there to help along the way.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app.
Jake Algie trying to close out the game. We'll get his line in just a minute. So we'll go to the top of the 9th inning. Algie comes in from Brookland, Arkansas. He's a right-handed thrower, sophomore at Arkansas State University. He's pitched in 8 games, has an 0-1 record, has an ERA of 2.07. 8 2/3 innings work, 10 strikeouts, 8 walks. He's given up 8 hits. He did pitch against the Renegades back on June 22nd. It's like he's only pitched 1 inning to 2 innings at the most. He's averaging between 1 and 2 innings with his outings. So as we go to the top of the 9th inning here, we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Designated hitter Caden Deal, center fielder Tommy Reether, left fielder David Dell will be the 3 that the Renegades will send to the plate. They're down 6-3, down to their last 3 outs here. As with the Bombers getting the doubleheader win against Des Moines, that puts the Bombers 1 full game ahead of both of these 2 teams here, the Renegades and the Outlaws, and a game and a half ahead of the Nevada Griffins. So the winner of this will do pretty well. Hard hit ball over the head of the right fielder as Deal quickly around to second base, and he'll get the stop sign there. So first pitch swinging, and he hits it into center field and has a double. The Renegades are not going to go quietly, as I was saying. Winner of this game will be tied atop the division with Sedalia Bombers. The loser will fall to last place, 2 games back, and a half game back behind Nevada. Now stepping in will be Tommy Reether. He's center fielder for tonight's game. He is 1 for 4. Algie calls time. It is a 3-run lead at 6-3 for the Outlaws. Renegades have 1 on, in scoring position, nobody out. That first pitch outside got away from the catcher. Deal does not go anywhere. So they're having a conversation on the mound. As I said, winner of today will be tied for the top spot in the South Division. Loser will fall to the bottom of the bracket. A 1-0 offering on the way. That one upstairs. Reether goes ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. So it'll be 2 balls, no strikes to count. Next pitch, that one sliced foul. So that'll make it 2 balls, 1 strike. David Dell in the on-deck circle. That represents the tying run right now. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Reether again digs back in. Next offering, that one hit him. That hit him on the inside part of the groin. So Reether is hit by pitch. He found one off earlier off of himself near that same location. So now, with no outs and 2 on, left fielder David Dell steps in. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. Reether's going to try to stretch it out and do a couple practice jogs on past first base. So the 6-3 ball game. 3-run lead for the Outlaws over the Renegades. David Dell steps in representing the tying run. We have nobody out and 2 on. Dell 0 for 3. First pitch to him. That one upstairs. Ball 1. Carter Mize in the on-deck circle, followed by Hamilton Anderson. Both players lead the team in numerous categories. Tied for home runs, lead in hits, lead in RBIs, lead in batting percentage. 1-0 pitch. Dell fouls that one off. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Deal at second, Reether at first base. Renegades again not going quietly here as we play in the top of the 9th inning. Outlaws lead by 3, but the tying run is at home plate with Dell. 1-1 offering forthcoming. It's on its way. That one fouled back. So Dell will be down in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Dell will dig back in. 1-2 count. Algie will look back in. He'll get the sign. 1-2 pitch on the way. Dell will hit a bouncing ball, and it's going to be on second base over to first for the double play as Dell hits into a twin killing. And just like that, it's 2 outs with the runner on third base. So that goes 4 unassisted. And then a 4-3 double play. So now Carter Mize will step in with 2 outs here, runner on third base. First pitch to him, inside and low, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike count. And Mize will dig back in, 2 outs here as we play in the top of the 9th inning. 1-0 pitch from Algie on the way. That one swung on and missed. Takes the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Deal on third base. He is trying to get home. Cut this lead down to 2. So 1-1 count now. As Mize steps back in, he's going to foul that one towards the first base dugout. So that makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes as Renegades down to their last strike here, 2 outs. In the top of the 9th inning, they trail 3 at 6-3. 1-2 offering on its way. That one's going to be a good hit to center field, and that'll score the 1 run as Mize will be standing on first base. So again, they're not done yet. As Deal scores on the single. Now Hamilton Anderson will step in. He represents the tying run. As Deal goes around the base path. And he is scored on the single from Mize for an RBI single. So the tying run, again, represented at home plate, this time by Hamilton Anderson. First pitch to him, a little chin music up and inside. Ball 1. Hamilton will dig back in. He's ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here, runner on first base, 2-run lead for the Outlaws. That pitch called strike 1. So it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike, the count. Anderson will dig back in, 2 outs here, runner on first, 1-1 pitch. That one upstairs and inside. That pitch swung on. Missed. That takes us 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. Andrew Patton in the on-deck circle. So 2-2 pitch from Algie on the way. That one outside takes us full. At 3 balls and 2 strikes. So payoff pitch will be forthcoming from Algie. Mice, most likely going to go for second. He does, and there's going to be a ball hit to the second baseman. He'll glove throw over to first base, and that will be our ball game, as that'll be a 4-3 put out. And that takes us to a final by a score of 6-4 in a game that the Renegades would not go quietly. They lose this game by a final of 6-4. Just could not find a way to get the runs across the plate, as they left several on the base path throughout the night. Of course, playing an Outlaws team that you know is going to send the runners around the base path any way possible. Saw an inside the park home run, saw a lot of stolen bases as well. Well, we'll have the long bus ride back to Jefferson City, and then we'll be back in action tomorrow as make the long trek to Des Moines to take on the Des Moines Peak Prospects. That doubleheader action set for tomorrow. First pitch for game 1 at 5 o'clock. Second game first pitch set for 7 o'clock. As you can hear our broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. I'm going to pause and get everything broke down and get on the bus. And it's been a pleasure bringing you the broadcast tonight until we talk to you tomorrow from Des Moines. As first pitch at 5 o'clock. Pregame will start about 4:45, 4:50. Till we talk to you then, so long and have a great evening.
As the COVID-19 vaccine.
You've been listening to the best game coverage in the Mink League on the exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball, the Show Me Sports Network, and the Renegades Radio Network. Blake Gazaway, Grayson Smith, and the broadcast crew are the guys that know your Renegades the best. Exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball has been brought to you by Centurion Cares, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mockins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cars, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, Hitachi ABB Power Grids, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Join us anytime on the web at ShowMeSportsNetwork.com and JeffCityRenegades.com. The Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network, your exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball.